Welcome back to Nine Ether. Today we will continue our Beyond the Veil series. And if you have missed the previous series on Aaliyah, go ahead and check that out on the channel. All right. So today we're going to go ahead and focus on Nipsey Hussle. It has been, I believe, over a year, almost 2 years, I believe, since the incident occurred. On my previous channel, I did get a lot of requests for a reading on him, but with my personal knowledge and understanding, I felt at the time that it's not necessarily a good idea to complete a reading on someone who has recently transitioned, because you don't want to interrupt their transitional period. You don't want to hold them back. You don't want to interfere. Okay, so I do believe right now is a good amount of time since the transition, so we can go ahead and get into it. All right, so I do have questions right here I'm going to refer to. So the first question: did he suspect that his life would come to an end soon? We do know that some people, especially entertainers, rappers, even some celebrities, they've always had like premonitions of untimely death. So just want to know if he had any of those premonitions, or if he suspected that his life would end soon or at an early age. All right, one more shuffle. Okay. Wow. Death card. Medium. Free. Reverse. I do believe that he has some type of feeling. I think he knew that he wouldn't necessarily live to an older age, say 50, 60, 70 years old, I think he had a lot of, I think he was very spiritual. I feel as if he was very spiritual. I'm feeling that from him, that he was very spiritual, in the know and aware. And I think that's one of the reasons why we have the medium card as well. Like, he was very well in touch with spirit and spiritual aspects. It felt as if over the years he's gotten closer or in touch with spirit and understand the dynamics of the spirit realm. I think he was really, really well versed and kind of knowledgeable, and had a lot of wisdom in that area. I'm not quite sure. I haven't read anything, but it feels as if he was the type of person that thought deeper, on a deeper level, and he really did dive into the spiritual aspects of things as well. So yeah, with the death card and the medium card, it looks like he did have a suspicion or an inkling or just an intuitive knowledge of, okay, I may not be here for 60, 70, 80 years, down the line. So I think that he did know. Now, one thing with this free card, which is reverse, I feel as if for the special reason of his family and his children, and his relationships with those that are really close to him, I felt as if, on one side, he's like, okay, what is, and what will be. But at the same time, he did think of those people closest to him that he loved and that loved him, especially like his children and his mother, and the relationship that he was in, how it would affect them. So in a sense, he wasn't afraid, and it is what it is. That's what I keep getting, like, it is what it is. From him, I keep getting it is what it is. But at the same time, it's like, I know how it affects those people, and I don't want that. So to completely just be free and at ease about it, almost, but not really, for the simple fact that the care for the loved ones and how they would, how it would affect them. Okay. So, of course, I do believe that he did know. Okay. Next question. Did he realize that he transitioned after being shot, or did it take him a while to kind of fully grasp and understand what happened? Because sometimes when people transition, especially if it's something that's been traumatic or so quickly, it's like they can't process it, and a lot of times it's hard for them to move on. especially if they transition in such a traumatic way. But the question is at hand, did he realize what happened to him after he transitioned, or did it take him a while to kind of fully understand? I think he knew. Not adding up, reversed. Okay? It's not right side up, it's reversed. Okay? Start over, rejuvenation. I think he knew. So that goes back to the first question that we had about, did he feel as if he would live for a long period of time? 50, 60, 70 years. No, he already knew that. I think he was here. I think he knew he had a mission. Like, he had a drive. He knew he was here to do something. And I think that's why he accomplished as much as he did at that time. He had that will, that drive, that focus. And he was just getting it, and he touched so many people, but looking at this not adding up card reversed, it's like, it's not saying that I'm in confusion or I don't understand what's going on. It's saying, okay, I get it. Like, this is the time. It is what it is. Now's the time. This is what it's come to. This is the time, right? Starting over and rejuvenation. This deals with transition, starting something new, but also, even though one part is coming to an end, you have the beginning of something new. So that's why you have that rejuvenation card. And I'm smiling because I get a sense of calmness or peace with it. Like, okay, this is the end, but it's also the beginning. And I feel like he's saying that's how he interpreted. So it's not like there's a cutoff point and that's it. It's like, this is the end of a chapter, which equals the beginning of something new. And it's a rejuvenation. And so I don't feel as if he fought it per se or necessarily, but it was just like, I understand how things work. And that goes back to what I said about me getting the understanding of him being spiritual or understanding things on a deeper level. I really felt like he understood that. Okay. Let's go to the next question. How does he feel about seeing Lauren London and his family mourn? Like, how does he feel about that, or what does he think about it? And sometimes when people pass, and you have those loved ones who mourn, sometimes it's difficult for them to transition on, and it keeps them lingering on in this realm because it's like they want to try and comfort those that they love, But how does he feel about seeing his loved ones mourn? Look at this card. Slow down. Okay, this was reversed. Independence, reverse. Have fun. All right. So what I'm getting from this first card, this slow down card, which was reversed, is like, he understands. Like, he has, what I'm getting from him is a sense of calmness because he knows and he understands how things work. And I think that affords him, that gives him a sense of calmness because he understands the workings of things. And so he understands the fact that his family has to go through a mourning period. And he understands that. So it's not like he wants them to hurry up and move forward from the grieving process, or he wants them to stop it altogether. He understands the importance of going through these different levels to be able to move forward. So he understands that, okay? Now with this independence card reversed, eventually he knows that those loved ones closest to him, the people that they are, he knows that eventually they will learn to move forward and gain their independence. So right now he understood the fact that a lot of his loved ones depended on him. Like, he was a figure in their life that really helped to hold things together and to help move things forward. Almost like a catalyst. Someone that gets the ball rolling. That's just the type of energy and the characteristics and the personality that he had. A quiet sense, but also very powerful. And he understood that a lot of people, those people closest to him, were definitely connected to him, and they depended on him in different type of ways, not even just saying financially, but in different type of ways. When you are such a powerful energy, there are lots of people who try to pull on to that, but definitely those closest to you, you allow them to soak up some of that energy and gain understanding and gain strength. Okay. But he understands it's a process, and he knows that eventually they will gain their independence eventually. Okay. And he also wants them to know that, it's okay to smile. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to move forward. There's no disrespect to him. He does not feel that at all. He wants them to go through the process, to grieve, but also to move forward and enjoy life. That's what he would want. And that's why he has that have fun card. And he also wants them to, since they were close to him, and I said they pulled on and attached to certain things, he wants them to, in their heart or in their soul, gravitate towards that part of him that is invigorating, that part of him that was very assertive, that part of him that was a go-getter, that part of him that was a sponge for knowledge and wisdom. He wants them to soak those characteristics up and that energy and utilize it for themselves to improve their life and move forward to gain their independence and have a good life. And he wants them to remember the good times that they had together, to be able to soothe them during periods of time where they do get sad. Okay. How does he feel about the shooter? The person that shot him. How does he feel about the shooter? How does he feel about the shooter? For some reason, I always pull 3 cards. But for some reason, it's telling me only to pull 2, so I'm only going to pull 2. One more shuffle. How does he feel about the shooter? 1, 2. Writing is on the wall. I keep getting it is what it is from him. Yeah, that did it. Okay. Not that serious. I don't take that Nick seriously. Okay. I don't give that my energy or time of day. So it's not saying that he does not take the situation seriously that happened to him. But as far as giving the energy to that person, I pay you no mind. I act like you don't exist. You did what you did. It is what it is. I'm at this point where I am now. But the writing is on the wall, and you will get your just due. Plain and simple. That's what you get with these 2 cards. Plain and simple. It's he just it is what it is. You gonna get yours. But I'm not giving you no energy. What does he want everyone to know? What does he want everyone to know? Do a couple more shuffles. What does he want everyone to know? One more shuffle. All right. Same card came out again. Not that serious, but it's reversed this time. Divine Masculine. No way out. All right. So we're going to go back to this not that serious card, which is reversed. Okay. So now in this aspect, he's saying for everyone, he wants everyone to learn how to take this as an example of how he lived his life. The short span that he did live, how much he was able to fulfill, the things that he was able to do, the people that he was able to touch. And he was able to accomplish that. Number one of the things he's saying is focus. You always got to stay focused. You got to keep your mind guarded, and you got to stay focused. Those are the 2 main keys that he's saying, that if people get that, they can be well on their way. You got to stay focused, and you got to guard your mind. And you can't be wavering. You got to stand on your ground. You got to stand on your square. Okay? That's one of the things that he's saying. But as far as, if something happens, when something happens to you, because we all gonna have those issues, he's like, sometimes you got to take it with a grain of salt. You can't take it seriously. It's like, you can't let it knock you down. That's what it's saying. Not to say you can't take your situation seriously, but what he's trying to say is, don't let it knock you down to the point where you just feel like you knocked down and you can't get back up. You never let nothing do that to you like that. Like, you can't let it be that serious. Like, you learn from it, you grow from it, you take what you need so you can move forward, you can make better decisions, and then you can progress. That's what he's saying. And you need that assertive energy. That aura that he had about him. Some people call it swag, some people call it confidence, whatever it is. It's like that divine masculine energy. And that energy, we all have that. We have a combination of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So with his divine energy that radiated so much, like I said, that word, it was a catalyst. It helped to propel him. He radiated and he exuded that energy, and he knew how to take charge and to be focused and to be assertive when needed. Okay, he had a quiet sense of control, not controlling, but in control. And you have to learn how to master that. He's saying it's all about mastery. It's all about mastery. Everything you do is about mastery. That's what he keeps saying, mastery. No way out. Even though you feel as if, okay, I'm down, I done got knocked down, what am I going to do? I can't get back up. Stop saying there's no way out. There's always a way out. That's what he's saying. Stay focused, guard your mind, stand your ground. Once you're able to do those things, then you will always see an alternative. You will always see another route. You will always see a way out. And that's what he wants you to know. Still teaching you from beyond, like still giving you examples. Like, that's just powerful. Last question. Where is he now? Where is he now? Gonna shuffle a couple more times. Now, I promise, if that other card come out one more time, you was driving that. Okay, not that serious. Like, focus. Where is he now? Whew. Okay. Divine masculine reverse. Not that serious. What I say about this card keep coming out. And I didn't shuffle these cards good. Y'all seen me keep shuffling these cards. Y'all probably like, why don't you hurry up shuffle these cards? She shuffled too damn much. I shuffled these cards. Broken heart. All right. So, divine masculine reversed. Okay. So, I feel like he's at a point right now. Right now, I feel like he's not necessarily moved into an another upper realm. Like, he's not here in the third dimension. He's not here on Earth. He's not necessarily in the astral, any of the astral realms. But I feel like he's actually in a space. I do see darkness, but not in a sense where it feels like it's cold, it's isolated. It almost feels like he's in the confinements of his consciousness or his own mind. It feels like he has not reincarnated back. He's not necessarily ready at this time. But he's at a place where he's gathering all of his experiences and his thoughts. It feels like he's building or he's stacking. I keep getting like building or stacking. It's almost like a tower, like he's building or stacking. And he's combining all of the knowledge that he's received from all of his previous incarnations. He's like a master thinker. He's like a thinker, very analytical. That's why I said it feels like it's in a dark space. But remember, the dark space is also the womb. It's also the incubator. Is where you grow to your fullest potential before you come out into the light. Okay, so that's why I keep saying it feels like it doesn't feel cold, it doesn't feel desolate, it doesn't feel isolated. It almost feels like he's in a conscious of his own mind, like he's in a womb. Yeah, like triple blackness, triple darkness, but it's not cold. It's like a nurturing aspect. It's a nurturing area. It's a nurturing realm. Not that serious card. So when I get from that, it's like what he's telling me is the fact that he's gathering all of his experiences where he is right now, and he's understanding exactly how to put the pieces together of everything. So it's like he's a master builder. It's like he's putting everything together, and to him it's like, okay, it's not that big of a deal. Isn't this what everybody does? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's putting everything together so that when he does come back, he doesn't repeat certain things. He does not like to repeat things. That's one of the things that I keep getting from him. He does not like to do repeats. Mastery. Remember I said about mastery? He likes to master things. So mastery is his key. So that's why he is building. He's at an incubation stage. He is like in a womb, right? Not ready for reincarnation just as of yet, but he is growing. Okay? Broken heart. Let's see what I get from this. Oh, okay. He doesn't want to forget anything. He thinks that it's actually very important and very beneficial to remember all of his experiences. So you guys know that when we do reincarnate back into this plane, most people forget their experiences from their previous lives. Okay. And he's at a point where he's like, I'm tired of forgetting. I don't want to forget because I want to move back into my next life, my next space with mastery and supreme knowledge. So that's kind of weighing on him, the fact that he wants to be able to remember. And there are some people who do. If y'all look that up, there are some people in the US as well as overseas, if you go to YouTube and look, that have remembered their previous lives, how they died, and it's amazing. So he's the type of person that wants to remember because he wants to master. He is a master. And I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like he is going to reincarnate back if he's going to be like a master something, like a master teacher, a master something. People can call him master lyricist. Like he's going to be a master at what he does when he comes back to this he reincarnates back to this existence. So right now he is at a nurturing and growing stage. And he's really mastering and putting the pieces together of everything in his previous lives. He does not want to forget. He wants to be able to master this next lifetime and really move and blossom into his fullest potential. Okay? So hopefully that gave you a little bit of insight into Nipsey Hussle, his life and his transition. And thank you so much for tuning in again. Peace.